A couple of days ago, I uploaded a video talking about some of Fortnite's most annoying items, and you guys absolutely loved that video, and you left so many comments telling me about items I definitely missed in that video. And so today's video will be a part 2 of that one. We're going to talk about even more of the most annoying Fortnite items in history. These are the items that, they're just annoying. It doesn't mean that they're necessarily good, but just seems like these weapons were meant to annoy you. In your hands, yeah, they're fun to use, but when you go up against them, it's an absolute disaster. Firstly, no vehicles, right? Just items you can pick up, or else this entire list would just be like the Chapter 5 Season 3 cars and mechs. And be sure to check out Part 1, because if you have an item that you feel like should have been on this list, odds are it's in Part 1. That long intro out of the way, let's get right into this video. Firstly, we are not going to talk about a weapon, we are going to talk about an item, and that's going to be the Boogie Bomb. Yeah, honestly, I have no idea how I let the Boogie Bomb slip through the cracks and not make it onto Part 1, because this is the definition of an annoying Fortnite item. Remember, these are items that when you go up against them, they just make you angry, and the Boogie Bomb is the perfect example of that. I mean, you get hit by this, it renders you totally useless, you can't do anything, and you're just sitting there looking dumb, just dancing, while the guy has a shotgun lined up to your face, and there's nothing you can do about it. Especially if you're in a car, right, and it just totally takes you out of the car and you're just screwed, right? There's basically no way to counter a Boogie Bomb as well, right? A well-thrown Boogie Bomb cannot be countered, and that's another reason why I think it's just so annoying. And it's just like you feel your heart drop when you get Boogie Bombed. You're like, oh god, I'm done for, this is it. And yeah, I mean, this item definitely deserves to be on this list, even though it's a little bit of a troll one. Next, we've got a recently vaulted item from Chapter 6 Season 4, that's the Shockwave grenade launcher. Yeah, honestly, I think after using this thing for a couple of weeks, we can all agree that it is just so annoying to go up against a Shockwave grenade launcher when somebody has 16 Shockwave grenades that they can just dip from any fight in, or they can join any fight whenever they want. It's just, I honestly think that this thing needs to be vaulted. Like, I think this thing needed to go in Chapter 6 Season 4, and I don't think it's going to come back for a while now. Of course, we do have the exotic version that's going to come back, but it's just like anytime you get somebody weak, they would just Shockwave grenade launch away. Regular Shockwave grenades, while being annoying, you can only hold 6 max, so you can still try and chase somebody down. But when someone's got a Shockwave grenade launcher, you're never going to be able to chase them down. And I don't know if I'm like in the minority by saying that I think the Shockwave grenade launcher being vaulted was a good thing for Chapter 6 Season 4, but after playing with it for 2 weeks, I was totally done with it. And please let me know your guys' thoughts on this in the comment section down below, because honestly, I think a lot of people are going to agree with this, and this was probably the #1 comment on Part 1 of this video, so yeah, definitely got to be here in Part 2. Next, we're traveling to Chapter 5 Season 1, and we've got to talk about the Reaper sniper rifle. Now, I was very hesitant to put sniper rifles on this list because on one side of the things, yeah, getting headshotted and instantly deleted is really annoying, right? But at least with the sniper, you can, tip your cap to the opponent, right? If they hit a 200-meter snipe and they headshot you, they one-shot you, then it's just like, yeah, I mean, they're just better, or maybe they got lucky, but that's a skillful shot. The thing with the Reaper sniper rifle is it was so easy to one-shot headshot that it almost didn't feel like you needed skill to one-shot somebody. And for me, honestly, it didn't really feel like a sniper rifle. It felt more like a marksman rifle that could one-shot headshot, and that's just unfair, especially because you could build some absolutely cheese classes with the Reaper sniper. Like, there's a clip on the internet somewhere, I hope I find it for this video, where it's Mr. Savage running an iron sight Reaper sniper rifle and just literally box fighting with a sniper rifle. It's the most insane thing you'll ever see, and that's what it was. You had people box fighting with a sniper rifle that could one-shot headshot, and it was just so strong. You had noobs that were just eviscerating people, and it was just over and over again in Chapter 5 Season 1. You peek your head out for a second, you're gone, and it turned the end games into everybody having fully auto shotguns or, sniper rifles that were going to delete you. So again, I was hesitant to put sniper rifles on this list, but if there was one that I was going to put here, it had to be the Reaper. And we're not done with Chapter 6 Season 4, guys, because we've got to talk about the Swarm Strike launcher. And yeah, I can confidently say after 2 weeks of this season being out, this thing is so annoying to go up against, right? At least with the lead spitter, yeah, it's annoying when someone's got 300 bullets spraying on your wall, but it only does 5 damage. But with the Swarm Strike, it's so easy to quickly get hit for 180 damage. If you're driving a car, you better get out because you're going to get absolutely deleted. And the amount of times I'm seeing people just shockwave straight into the air and then just dropping 7 missiles on top of your head that, by the way, they can guide wherever they want to go is just insane, right? The regular RPG isn't that annoying because you can't control the rocket, right? You shoot the rocket, and if someone takes 2 steps to the right, well, they're safe. But with the Swarm Strike, that's not the case. Someone goes on top of you, you try and run away from them, and they can just control the rockets to follow you. If you weren't able to control the rockets, the Swarm Strike wouldn't nearly be as overpowered as it is right now. And it just feels like every single fight, especially in duos, trios, or squads, you go up against at least 2 or 3 swarm strikes, and no matter how many times you build, you could build 5 walls in a row, and somehow 2 rockets will leak through your builds and hit you for 70 damage. I'm honestly just kind of tired of it. One of those weapons where I love when it's in my hands, but as soon as I'm going up against it, I'm like, oh, here we go again. I just got to push them or else they're just going to spam me with, missiles over and over again. So yeah, it definitely deserves to be on this list in my opinion. And at kind of the midpoint in the list today, I wanted to give maybe a little bit of an honorable mention, but definitely 2 items that should be on this list today. And it is Captain America's shield and the ballistic shield, only in 0 build modes though, right? Because in build modes, a shield doesn't really do anything for you. You can just place your own shield, right? AKA a wall right in front of you. But in 0 builds, you cannot do that. And the thing that makes these 2 in particular so annoying is because you can also use them as weapons, especially the ballistic shield. Being able to hold out a shield and then hold out a gun at the same time and shoot. It's just one of those items that I don't know if we'll see come back again because it was just such a crucial part of that 0 build meta in Chapter 5 Season 1. And Captain America's shield, I mean, do I really gotta explain this thing? I mean, especially the fact in the beginning before it got nerfed when you could chain this thing between teammates. Literally, you had people just 1v4ing with a shield only. Again, a shield that could also be used as a weapon. I mean, again, I think you understand what I'm getting at here. These 2 weapons, especially in 0 build, deserve to be on this list today, and so here's their mention. And would you look at this? No, we are not done with Chapter 6 Season 4 because we've got to talk about the Wrecker revolver, and I think the thing that makes the Wrecker revolver so annoying is, one, I mean, it's just absolutely everywhere. I would say the times in this season that I've gotten killed by something other than a Wrecker revolver or a Swarm Strike launcher is probably like less than 5%. I mean, it's just every single fight somebody's got a Wrecker revolver. It's just a pesky weapon, right? Like, it's very strong at close range. It can be used like a shotgun, but really at those mid ranges when you're getting pelted for 15, 20, 25, 30 damage just over and over and over again, there's nothing you can do about it. It's just like, it should not be easy to hit people for that much damage that quickly at those ranges, yet that's exactly what this weapon does. I don't really know how else to explain it besides the fact that, yeah, at those longer ranges, it's just a very pesky weapon to use and it's very easy chip damage, but then at close range, you pair this with another shotgun and it's really just a bulldozer. I don't know. I can't really believe that we still have like 2 months left in this season because I'm already getting hit with the Wrecker revolver fatigue, and I know they keep trying to nerf it, but it's still everywhere, and it's going to take a lot for them to make it so that people don't want to use this weapon. And this is another pick on this list that while some of them might be controversial, this one I don't think so. I think a lot of you guys are going to agree with this one. And all right, I promise this is it for Chapter 6 Season 4. I don't hate this season. I actually really like it a lot, but we've got to talk about the Surge and Spring Leg Medallion, which as of recording this video, they are gone. They're vaulted, and this is probably the last medallions we'll ever see in Fortnite history. It's kind of funny, right? I mean, if you think about it behind the scenes, the amount of time that they probably spent trying to tune these medallions and, do the artwork behind them and balance them and give them all the statistics. And I can just imagine like a bunch of epic devs in a room with a whiteboard, like trying to design these medallions and come up with the idea just for 2 weeks of them to be in the season, and they're absolutely gone. I mean, look, they are the best medallions of all time. I don't want to hear any arguments with it. Before they got nerfed, especially, they are the best medallions we have ever seen. They were guaranteed wins. Like, seriously, I did not lose a game when I had either of these, not to mention both of them together. You're a super soldier, and I get it, right? Medallions are supposed to give you a bonus, right? They're supposed to be strong, but they're not supposed to be this strong. I mean, going up against somebody with the double jump medallion and a Swarm Strike launcher was just an instant death. There's nothing you could do to counter it, and it was just so frustrating to go up against these medallions. You guys know exactly what I'm talking about. I mean, there's a reason why they vaulted them, because so many players share the exact same sentiment that I do right now. And honestly, like, I don't even know why they tried to fix them, right? Like, when these things got nerfed, I made a tweet and I'm like, they still feel strong. Like, I don't know how you effectively nerf these medallions while still making them balanced. I just think these are 2 medallions that at their core were always going to be incredibly strong and very annoying to go up against. And I guess the devs must have thought the same thing because, yeah, I mean, they canned these things after 2 weeks, and I love having these medallions, but I absolutely despise going up against them. I think it's a better decision for Chapter 6 Season 4 for these medallions to just be gone for good. But of course, let me know your guys' thoughts on that in the comment section down below. All right, we are coming up on our final 2 items for this video, and one of them is the Deku's Smash. Honestly, most of the overpowered anime mythics are really annoying to go up against, but I feel like Deku's Smash out of all of them just takes the least amount of skill to use, and that's the most frustrating thing. Especially the third partying, right? Like, it's you're in the middle of a fight and then you hear that guy just yelling and you're like, oh, I'm done. I'm screwed. I can't run from Deku's Smash. Like, You can't hide from it. If you are in the vicinity, you're absolutely going to get destroyed. And again, like I said, it takes no skill to use the Deku Smash. Like, you don't even really have to aim it. Just throw it in the general direction of the person. You could throw it 20 meters above them. You're still going to hit them for 100 damage or maybe even kill them. And it's just like, have fun being in a build fight when Deku Smashes are all around the map, because the second you kill somebody, here comes somebody with the Deku Smash. They're going to throw it at your builds and absolutely eviscerate you. Honestly, I think you could put the majority of the anime mythics on this list, but the Deku Smash, to me, just for its incredible lack of skill needed to be good with it, I think should be here today. And the final weapon we're going to talk about today, guys, it's got to be the Kneecapper. I mean, what else do I have to say? In part 1, I included the Typhoon Blade, and I mentioned, some of those other melee weapons, like the Nitro Fist, like the Kneecapper you could also put there. But honestly, after reviewing that video, yeah, I've got to give the Kneecapper its own individual spot. I have a bone to pick with this thing, especially in Zero build. I despise the Kneecapper. And the thing with this weapon is, everyone had it. Like, everybody was running around with a Kneecapper, just sprinting around with that bat in the back of their hand. Like, I still have like visions of the sprint motion with the Kneecapper because literally everybody was using it. At the end of the day, we all know that the Kneecapper is basically just the Typhoon Blade 2.0. So to have to deal with that for 2 seasons back to back, right? Chapter 6 Season 1 and Chapter 6 Season 2 was very annoying. And I feel like even you Kneecapper lovers out there, people that think it's just so fun to be on top of a mountain and just wind up and absolutely drill somebody off the mountain and hit them for 300 fall damage. Yeah, even if you think that's fun, you can understand why it's annoying going up against a melee item that pushes you back like that. And that's why I wanted to give the Kneecapper its own specific spot, right? Because something like the Nitro Fist, for example, while yes, very annoying to go up against, very great mobility item and melee item at the same time, you were in a season where cars basically dominated it, right? In Chapter 5, Season 3. So I feel like in any other season, the Nitro Fist would have gotten a lot more usage, but in Chapter 5, Season 3, with cars, you didn't really see that, even though they were still everywhere. But with the Kneecapper, there's really just no way that you could escape it, right? Like, if someone was sprinting up to you with that baseball bat, you better get on height, you better run away, do something, because you know what that opponent is doing. They're about to swing for the fences using your face as a baseball. Alrighty, folks, I hope you went on to enjoy that video. Again, like I said, you guys love part 1 so much, I wanted to deliver a part 2. And if you guys think there's anything else that I missed, please let me know in the comment section. If there's enough, I'll make a part 3, as long as you guys show me that you like this one. Please consider subscribing to the channel if you enjoy the content I make for you guys here. We're almost at 100,000 subscribers. Trust me, you are going to want to see the video I have planned for that. It is going to be the biggest ranking video in Fortnite YouTube history. And if you want to be part of making that history happen, be sure to hit that subscribe button. That all being said, thank you for all the support as always, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.